we are playing Dread. That is the Tower of Dread. There are no dice in this game. If you want to do something, you gotta make a pull. If you knock over the tower, your character dies.
Can I be judge?
Are you serious?
I want to be judge.
All right.
This is not a...
The Tower of Dread. What is the object of dread?
You'll get to that.
Oh, okay.
And actually,
Right.
yes. With only 3 players.
Let's think of it that way. Yes. It's an evil wizard's tower. It's really like a mega city complex apartment building.
And we're all judges.
One more.
What did you just do? You just did something.
He took another piece out, make it harder.
So there's only 3 players.
Uh-oh.
Probably becoming the most stressful game of Jenga I've ever played.
Yes, it will be.
That's fun.
So, you're all college students. You all go to the same college.
What college should we go to?
What college do you go to? But it's 1986.
Hogwarts. College edition.
1986. Excellent. I am so prepared for this.
86 college.
It's spring break. You guys all go to the same college. You don't necessarily know each other. But you signed up, rather than doing the normal spring break event, you decided to do some sort of adventure tour. And so you're spending a week rafting in the Grand Canyon.
Oh, man.
So you arrived on Sunday. Your guide, kind of like an aging hippie. Like he's wearing buckskins. He's got like a silver pendant that he wears. Long hair. What's his name?
I have a question. Are you guys gonna be knocking pieces off of that?
It might
Eventually, yeah.
Right, can you just put like some, I have blue felt in there just under it so it's not as loud because it's gonna set Doug off. Who's gonna set Lizzie off? It's not a big deal, just put some felt and it's fine if they fall.
Deal.
Is that okay? Come on, Tom, you have kids.
Pause for edit.
Yeah.
Sorry. Thank you. You're not the one who's gonna go deal with it.
Might be able to just lift it up. If he slides under.
Oh, yeah, I could.
If it falls, you die.
Before the game
No,
starts.
we're playing.
I drowned.
Apparently it's only 2 players.
Okay, so is there a do we have characters? Is there a way?
Yeah, we will get to that.
Okay.
Okay.
I was about to say,
I'm
should I just be sitting here thinking about who my 80s college persona is? Because I kind of already am. Like
A little bit, but you're gonna choose a character
Okay,
and you're
good.
going to answer questions.
oh, nice. All right.
There are no
As the
stats.
character, or like
fascinating.
Yeah, as the character.
oh, excellent. All right. So ready.
Okay, back.
I'm gonna keep my eating quiet.
Oh, what's the name of the guy?
What does
Nelson.
a hip Nelson work, I guess? More like a surfer type, but Nelson works.
Nelson, it is.
All right, Nelson the guide. Okay, the trip started out on a Saturday with a half-day journey down the canyon to a ranch near the river. There, you spent a day, Sunday, getting to know each other and learning basic hiking, camping, and rafting skills. The trip proper started out with 2 days of hiking along the river, permanent camping as you went. At the end of the second day, Tuesday, you reached a landing where 2 river rafts had been left for you, and you camped the night there. You then rafted down the river for a day and a half and beached the rafts well above the river. Now, during the day, occasionally Nelson will pull the raft off to the side at certain points, good picnicking places, or maybe you'll hike like an hour up and he'll show you some, like Hopi etchings on the canyon walls. Yesterday, Thursday, was spent on a day hike up one of the side canyons to see some different biomes. The day ended making camp about an hour's hike from the river. So it's the middle of the night. You all awaken to the sound of, it almost sounds like dogs fighting. Just loud and vicious right outside of your individual tents. And then you hear the fabric of the tents ripping. And you hear Nelson just, ah! And just, his voice is just cut off. You hear more snarling and ripping, and then silence. When you exit your tents, eventually.
Wait. We're still in the tents and it's all quiet.
Yeah. Eventually you exit your tent, and Nelson is laying there, and he's in bad shape.
Oh, Nelson.
He is torn up. He is still alive, still breathing, but there's like, a big old claw mark just going sideways across his chest. And there's just ragged breathing. And now you decide your characters. Now that you know. Let's see here. You kind of flip through. There's character number 1. Number 1 is a philosophy major.
Sounds like something I'd like.
Let's see. This one is a freshman who hasn't chosen a major. There's an English major.
Oh, fine.
There's an economics major, and there's a fashion designer.
Torn between my two loves, philosophy and English. I swiped up the English major, sorry guys.
I'll be the economics.
Not philosophy, Matt?
No.
That's what I started as. I started as an econ major.
Okay. I know. One day I'll have
Guess
to
there's
come
no
over and
athletes
I'll
at
just
this
tire her
place.
out. I know. Just hang out with her.
All right, answer your questions.
What does this mean? Oh.
This is gonna get you in the head of your character.
Wow, this is
Nothing else.
complex.
Oh wait! I didn't realize that it says you decided to major in economics because you saw it as the antithesis of what your controlling father wanted. I had thought that I just went into this thinking my dad's rich and wanted me to be an econ major, and I'm not writing this out. So where'd philosophy go?
Right here.
What's-
Paul, you
wait,
fashion designer.
This one?
You chose your major.
Paul, play it flamboyant.
Can I read all these before I choose? Or should I not read them all?
No, that's
Yeah,
fine.
are there the same questions?
No.
Okay.
Each one has very different questions.
Alright, wait. How do we know it's forbidden? I just make it up?
Yeah, you can kind of just make it up, but it's an adventure tour, so you wouldn't be allowed to bring a case of beer. You wouldn't be allowed to bring, really too much
Weed.
like equipment or.
Come on, Nelson ain't been stopping early to brew a little tea.
Nelson has not.
Oh, but it's 1986.
Stranger Things College Edition.
No. Maybe you brought some on your own.
Fair enough. Are you happy with what you got? Did you
What's the
want to
economics major one? Which one is that?
This is fantastic questions for me actually being an English major.
They're kind of hard, but at the same
They
time,
are.
they will get you in the mind of your freaking character. Are you done?
Yeah. Yeah, I am.
I read the last.
I didn't realize that until I was done answering all the questions. And then I realized who my character was. Let's go by his first name. This is a fun way to create a character.
This is a really interesting way to create a character.
I want to know his name.
Jarrod.
My name's Jarrod. Everything good?
Yep.
Okay.
So we've got Jarrod,
Dread.
Steve,
From Subway?
Eleanor.
No.
and Eleanor.
Eleanor.
I almost put Eleanor Rigby, but I was like, I need a last name.
Change some things.
No.
I don't know if we
Not
do
really.
or not.
Yeah,
You
I'll
said
build
Steve, right?
Are you
Jobs.
Yeah.
Are Are you gonna go back from this trip and start creating Apple in the garage?
Duh.
Well, he's undeclared. He's gonna drop out probably after all this.
Drop out of Stanford. Thank you, Stanford. Harvard?
Yeah, did we decide what school?
Oh, he didn't tell us.
No, it's up to you guys.
Does it matter where we're going to school?
It's up to you guys.
Where would everyone like to go to school? What was your school?
Well, we're in the
over
Grand Canyon, so.
Stanford's believable.
Stanford?
Yeah.
Stanford? She wanted to go to Stanford when she was younger too.
That was my dream school.
Well, there you go.
Alright.
When I was a kid, yeah, Stanford was definitely. I mean, it was the.
There we go.
And then I'm at the
school.
Yeah, Berkeley.
rivals of
Yeah, right.
Stanford.
Okay. So Steve, Jarrod, and Eleanor,
That's funny. This is already good.
you exit the tent, and so yeah, you see Nelson laying. It looks like his tent. There's a hole ripped in the side. The poles of his tent are just like bent,
Mhm.
the aluminum poles, and he's dragged like 12 feet. And so then it's like, you know, the clothes he had resting here just outside the tent, and you see drag marks and his torn up sleeping bags like halfway, and then he's laying there about 12 feet away from his tent. What do you guys do?
Is he moving? Can we go check and?
He is
and see if
breathing.
he's- Okay, so we check and see if he's alive, right?
Yeah, he's alive.
Is he
Holy
conscious?
shit, Nelson!
He is not conscious.
Okay.
Oh my god! What the fuck? I look around. Do I see anything?
If you'd like to essentially make a perception check, go ahead and make a poll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god! What the fuck? Is there anything around? Collapse.
On top, right?
I trip over Nelson and I break my neck.
I'm dead. Oh, are you doing this right now?
To Nelson.
So
Fuck, Nelson fucking made me throw out the beer last night.
So
We know the
What
last
you-
character is.
what you take in, Jarrod, is it looks like whatever got him started like around the neck, but didn't like those are almost superficial wounds, and then it like moved to the gut area. So like he's torn up down here. You see in the dark, it's and you really have no training. You can't make out what it is, but you see where something like ran away from Nelson. Assume after the attack.
Can we?
And you also notice, because you each have a backpack, and you notice Nelson's backpack looks intact.
Somebody grab the
Oh
backpack.
man, like an animal wouldn't like attack, but not like eat him. Like
Do I see
kill
open
him.
wounds still?
Oh yeah.
He's
Alright, can I go
bleeding.
through his backpack to see if he has any bandages or anything?
Yeah. Here's a lot of this
I like
was
this
in
game.
Nelson's backpack, but here's what you guys have.
Okay.
In one White Rotter raft, but it's an hour away. Some of the bigger things are like down by the rafts. You weren't gonna carry them up into the hills. Got one raft. Now you have 3 tents.
Because one's broken.
Yep. In Nelson's backpack, there is a 2-way radio, and you actually, a couple of times during the trip, you've seen him like go off to the side and like maybe check into his base camp. 2 flashlights, 2 emergency flares, 1 hatchet, plenty of water, and some water purifiers.
I almost put dehydration.
You have about 3 or 4 more days worth of food. Just like 1 extra day's worth of food. And there is a first aid kit.
Ooh.
And a snake bite kit.
Okay, well the first aid kit's not gonna save him if he's gushing blood, but
No, he didn't.
no, he's dead.
Oh, we're not gonna use it on him?
I'm not gonna use it on him. No.
I'm gonna.
Matches.
We're Stanford
Person.
students. We should be able to figure out
He's
that
still
he's
a
dead.
person. We gotta have evil people with me.
And
No, we just
Smart.
whatever that was.
and
it's
you
come
each
back. We
have
need to get out of here
like
as fast
a
as possible.
camping knife. you
Okay,
know,
we have a knife.
a few all-purpose knives. You each have one.
Matches. How a full pack?
Can
of
I
matches?
change what I brought?
No.
We have a lot of knives.
What'd you bring? I forget.
A knife.
Was there a spot to write down what we brought? I didn't have that.
I
no,
had
it's
it.
it's some of you.
Oh shit! You could have brought like everything you wanted,
No, only one item.
and you brought a knife.
I'm not gonna bring a
You
gun.
didn't bring cocaine?
What?
It's 1986.
Careful with your shaking. You're gonna die and not even pull
Where would I
something.
get cocaine?
All right,
Where
all right.
are you going to Stanford? What are you
all right,
talking about?
Okay.
This
So
armed delivery.
I want to check on him. He's still breathing. He still has a pulse.
He's still breathing. He's still on pulse.
He's unconscious.
Yeah.
I would like to try to use some of his clothing to bandage him up as much as can. Where he said his throat was slashed.
Yeah.
Try to tie something to keep him still breathing though, not cut off the circulation.
You
no
have like
point.
a full-on turn.
No.
There's
No.
no point. There's no point.
And I want to try to, put pressure on his wounds in the stomach. And
Sounds great. Make a pull.
I have to pull to do this?
Well, yeah. Are you a doctor? Nope. So
Paul, there's no point.
Do we know the way back to the raft?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's like there's one trail up to where you are, and yeah, and it was about an hour.
Okay. We need to get back to the raft. And just do a
Oh,
photo
shit.
of the river and go home.
Well, that's not gonna work.
No, that one's not
What do you
going.
mean?
Yeah, you can.
Well,
I can push it
You can
back.
abandon it.
That one is not
we're
a
gonna
good
assume
idea.
these are
Oh,
intelligent
God.
creatures,
Spoiler
correct?
alert, raft's not going to be there when we go anywhere.
This felt is making it
But we're
harder.
not that intelligent yet. Or maybe you are.
That one
You've read
slid
a lot
out
of books.
super easy last time.
I'm like,
Or that felt. This felt's making it harder.
We're just going to get back to the raft.
Okay,
I did that.
Yeah, so you're able to, between the med kit and strips of clothing and like pieces of the tent, you're able to kind of bind his wounds a little bit, and you're reasonably certain he's not just gonna bleed to death, right now. You stabilized him the best you could, being someone that doesn't really know how to stabilize somebody, but
No.
but it looks good.
Yeah.
It's great.
Can we call for help, guys?
Yeah, I guess.
We have a two-way radio.
Yeah, let's call for some help.
Okay, you grab the radio, and it's just. And that's all you hear is static.
He has no indication of what radio channel we're supposed to be on.
It's only one channel.
We're
Only
not in
one
the right
channel?
spot.
Yeah.
We're not in the right spot. Doesn't that how those work back in the day?
I don't know. We try it a few times to say a few things like, hello, 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 hello.
You have to get a. We're not.
At one point. Oh.
You need to move.
Do we recall where the last place
Isn't that how
that
they
you
work then?
used it?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a high ground.
High ground, right? And that's where you get connection.
Day back was the last time he used it?
Oh, Strauss apart me.
So are we up right now at a higher altitude than where we left the boat?
Yeah, you're up a little bit.
But we're not high. That high. We need to get
No,
higher.
and
Well,
it's-
you were in the Grand Canyon.
Yeah, it's.
What I'm saying is that we need to get high.
Not much higher. It turns into.
You're not going to scale that wall.
I'm just saying you can't use the radio unless
So
you're
we just need to get back there.
Yep.
Yeah, but we can't get in the raft because the river flows away.
Uh-huh.
We can't go upriver.
Oh, you want to paddle up river?
I don't know. This is my first time rafting.
You never been rafting before?
Like in real life? yeah.
Paul.
Oh, he's seeing his character.
He's Steve.
Steve.
Yeah, no.
Jared's
I've
never
never,
rafted before.
I've never been rafting before.
Oh, well, you
We used to, every fall we used to like take a drive to fucking Connecticut to see the leaves change color and go to like Martha's Vineyard, asshole. No, I've never been river rafting, nor have I ever had my, camping tour guide ripped to shreds, while I slept.
There was that summer in Chappaquiddick.
Alright, so outside.
Technically, yeah, okay, I guess I hiked part of the Appalachian Trail, but like it was like we parked and like walked out to the trail, and then you come back and you get on.
Alright.
Need one water
Well, let's
bottle.
just say it's an impossible feat.
All right.
We only have one
So
twice, though.
so how far downriver do we have to go?
Does he have a map? Did he have a map?
I have a map.
You have a map?
Yeah, let's take a look. I have a map.
Yeah.
You have a map?
Yeah,
Let's show it.
I've got a map and compass. I got all the navigational materials.
So
I was entrusted
So
to carry.
looking at the map, yeah, you're about 3 days from any sort of civilization, and that's by river.
By river.
Like down 3 days down
the river.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Shit, what though?
What's the condition of the river? Is it fast? Is it low?
Not where you are, but
It's spring break. It
but
shouldn't be.
you
This is realistic. It
were-
should not be going. It should be fine right
You
now.
were warned. You did, early on, like the first day you were on the raft, you did some rapids training, and it wasn't on like heavy rapids then, but it was for like the last day of the trip. There are some pretty heavy rapids.
And I can see on the map.
Would the
where
map
heavy
indicate
rapids
that?
are,
Where that is?
On like day 3 or 4 of Century. Well,
I'm gonna get some tea.
We need to get him help.
I can't see any other choice.
Jeez.
Let's get him to the raft and let's go.
You have to. It's the only choice.
Oh, you so do. So
That like saved him. What kind of people am I with?
let me edit it out loud.
What kind of people am I
That
with?
might have been internally. Let's just say Jared may not have vocalized. I guess like we could throw him on a tent and drag him on a tent.
Okay.
We probably need to splint it.
You're pretty strong, right, Steve?
Good night, everybody.
Comes with being useful.
That's good because I'm not.
I'm not.
Are you neither of you?
I'm a
No,
small
Steve, you got
girl.
this. It's cool. I'll
How
carry
many
your bag.
descriptions of what they guys? What do we describe ourselves to each other?
Yeah, go ahead. Describe yourselves a little.
Yeah,
bit.
well, like what am I
I'm
actually?
7 foot. I'm Andre the Giant.
She's an elf.
Girl form.
Eleanor's a liar.
This is called
Dread.
Red.
And I'm dreading the 2 people I'm with. They want
And
to kill
this
this
is the
person.
tower
This is how
of
we
dread.
created our characters.
There are no dice. They want to do something. They have to make a pull. The tower falls. Their character dies.
Yeah, and they wanted to kill our tour guide.
I don't want the tour guide. I
They-
don't want to take him with
They
us.
are
They're not
on
killed.
a
They're
river
the
rafting
responsibility of
adventure
having to
trip.
drag around and
They're 3 days
incapacitated.
from civilization, and their guide was
She's
just killed.
still a
or almost
person.
killed by
We have to
something
try to
in the
save
middle of
her.
the night.
Debatable.
That's a big
What's the
Look,
philosophy
you need to say
major?
we do now that you stabilized him. Yes. You understand?
No,
You
I
understand?
don't understand. He was still.
Yes. Hello. Yes. Nelson is so dead, and we are so in trouble. Help!
All right. Well,
Send the military.
Can't make anything out. It's in the military.
The park rangers with a helicopter. Send those
we
loggers.
need to build a splint, or like a
A splint.
not like
It's like a stretcher.
yeah a stretcher.
We can't
Like we put him.
You guys aren't strong, you said, right? So we need something to help you carry him. A limp body won't move very
You
well.
just take the
Well,
tent.
that's why you put him on the tent and you drag him
Yeah.
on the tent.
You're just gonna drag him.
Well, okay, fine.
There's
Maybe.
rocks.
What? Okay.
What's near us?
You're gonna drag this guy. Okay, he's gonna be dead before we do
Let's
that.
put
We
it
don't
this
have
way.
time to argue
Are we
about
near
this,
any
kid.
place that we can put him?
No, not really.
How many times
I mean,
have you guys seen those movies that they try to take the dead person with them? How well does that go for them? How
This is
well?
real life. This isn't a movie.
In real life, I want to live. So.
If Nelson was black, I'd say yes. Let's all get in there.
The fuck, Steve? The fuck is that supposed to mean?
It was a movie reference.
Oh, okay.
You seen the scary movies?
Oh, the black guy always
Not
dies
that,
first.
No. not necessarily. No.
You've seen a movie, right?
Well, yeah, I've seen movies.
okay.
You know.
This is the 80s. Scary movie isn't even a thing yet.
Yeah. All those Evil Deads.
Yeah.
It's like Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween and like the
Yeah,
the slasher
But
movies
I mean,
for
the black
kids,
guy always
honestly.
does die first.
Yes, this is the era of that actually. Like
Yeah.
in the movies, yeah, where that happens. But.
Anyways, no, yes.
There's no. I mean,
We can't-
you could
there's nothing
throw
we can
under
build.
a bush, but there's no like.
We
All
can't.
right.
Or anything.
In the bush.
Are you really trying to stash him?
Hey, you just wait here, buddy. We'll be back in 2 weeks.
We gotta get out of here.
What,
all right?
wait, what did the guide say? When
What
we,
time is it again?
no,
It's
what
2:30 a.m.
what did the guide say when if we had an
A
emergency?
little
It's the middle of the night. What?
What did the training say?
Steve to go with his.
about fucking the guy getting fucking eaten by a bear in the middle of the night.
What did they say
we
about
see-
emergencies? They had to say something. I don't remember.
The flare.
Yeah,
flare?
you could just shoot your flare off.
Didn't
got
they give
two
us
flares.
two
Like,
flares?
use a flare? Like it's like a rod flare, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Flare flare?
you want to try to
No,
Like
see?
a
not
rod flare?
gun.
No, just a.
Not a gun, no, just the.
Oh,
No,
Where's my gun?
We have no,
Flare.
we have no equipment right now that's going to help us except for using a tent as a stretcher.
yep, this tent. All right, if
I
we're
mean,
gonna save
it's
this
got
guy, we need
holes
to
in
use the
it.
tent.
Then we should build a signal fire.
Are these? They're not. These aren't like
Can we see what the
modern
tracks
tents,
are?
they? Or are they like
Can we
Yeah,
see what
it's
the
cloth.
tracks are?
Yeah,
Do we know?
Triangle ones, probably.
fucking canvas and
Uh,
holes? We
yeah.
have
The
our
prints.
thing.
I mean, you guys, it's really dark. And
Signal fire?
if
Are
you
you
really
crazy?
Do you want to?
So
No,
much
make a big old
outdoors.
fire. Maybe
Whatever
someone
just
come.
did this
if
is
you'd like
still
to
out
make a
there.
mold, you can take a.
It's animals.
Real
You
close
scare
look.
animals, right? What do you think this is?
I don't know what fucking kind of animal would do this, man. I just
I'm
want
just
to get the
trying to
hell
find that
out of
out.
here, like right now.
I don't want to.
I don't want to stay here another goddamn minute. Do you understand me?
Well,
We're
all right.
going.
These are two options I like. We
2:30
take him with
a.m.?
us, or we make a fire. Or we try to
Goddamn,
signal.
let's stop arguing about it. Put him on a fucking stretcher. Let's get him out of here.
All right, who's gonna help me build one?
We don't really need to
There's
build
like
it. You just
a
pull
couple-
the tent apart
Yeah,
and
we'll
then
just
just.
take a piece of canvas and
I
a
mean,
couple
somebody's gonna have to
pieces.
make a pull to make a.
That's what I'm getting at.
Fine.
That's what I'm. Here, you look like you know what you're doing with canvas.
Oh, this is. Normally, there's some loose ones by then.
Brandon Jenga said, I don't know if that makes it harder.
It does. It might make it a little bit harder. That's all right.
All right.
Is
so-
it? Are we playing the two rule? Some Jenga's different. So two, you can do this one now.
Yeah,
Make
yeah,
sense?
yeah.
Okay,
You have
okay.
to leave a couple complete.
This one is now fair game?
Yeah, this one right here, but not
That
this.
makes
two.
sense, yeah.
Okay. So you just have two on top.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
Okay, so now you guys are able to fashion together. Eleanor kind of leading the way. You guys are able to fashion together a stretcher and roll Nelson onto it.
Okay. When we try,
We go to-
we're going to start moving
to the boat.
to the boat.
We pack everything up, throw it in there, not I mean, as best as we can.
Yeah, yeah. It'd be hard to carry everything. Now you're one person down, but you gather up as much as you can.
I'll make multiple trips if I have to.
No, we can like leave a tent behind. That doesn't bother me.
his.
We don't need tents. But we only don't have his tent anymore. We only have our 3 tents in the first place. But I mean, we have one of those is collapsed carrying him. So that would, so I don't even know why we would need to bring the other tents. We're not even, what the fuck we need a tent for? We're on the river until we reach civilization. We're in survival mode.
We didn't think we needed a tent for a freaking thing. I don't know.
Well, then grab the other tents. Fuck.
I want to go back into the tent.
Okay, so
By yourself
Yeah.
at 2:30 in the morning.
Yes.
Once we walk away from here, we're
Steve's
heading-
fearless,
we're heading-
guys.
We're heading to the raft. Once
You
we
are
get
not
to the
playing
raft, we're
Stranger
getting on
Things,
the river.
Steve. Then
And that's it. We're not waiting. We're not turning back. No, nothing.
No, we'll get on there and go.
I am right now walking in the direction of said raft.
Okay. And I'm hurrying up.
Is there anything?
who's
that's been left
like
behind? I
carrying
don't
the
think that there is.
stretcher or dragging it or
I
you probably take a couple of you kind of working together.
It'll be.
we probably
two
put
of
him in
us.
first, and then get our stuff because I don't think we could get him and carry our stuff all at the same time, unless we're like literally taking
we're
nothing.
backpacking though, from what
You
I
have
understand.
backpacks.
Yeah.
So we would be able to get most of it with him as well.
There's not much that's like big, guys. It's
Small
it's,
stuff. I mean,
yeah.
we do have.
Water.
Sleeping bags and stuff.
Water
like
and food.
We want the water and food.
I don't think we have sleeping bags necessarily.
Then what are we using in a tent?
Steve, as you're kind of
The
having
rocks.
this
It's not listed. That
this
we have sleeping
debate
bags.
with yourself, like wanting to grab everything. These two are like, we need to go, and you're like, well, wait, we're leaving some of the stuff behind, and you're trying to find ways. You see, kind of up, like maybe 100 feet away, is where the canyon wall starts to get really steep, and like on a rocky outcropping up there, you swear you see a pair of like bright green eyes looking at you just for a moment, and then they're gone.
On top of the canyon?
Well, not like the top, no,
Well,
but like up a little ways. After it gets steep and turns into like a wall, there's like an outcropping, and you see, you get that feeling of being watched, and you glance up there, and you see just like bright green animal eyes, and then they're gone.
get in the boat, guys. Let's get in the boat.
Okay. So you guys are going down this path at
Shall I
night.
do that?
It's dark.
Oh,
with the stretcher. Someone's gonna have to make a pull. This is just kind of almost for the group.
It was better without the felt.
Paul, try this one.
It was better without the felt.
You pulled that really harsh.
So, yeah, you guys, it takes probably a couple of hours to get down because you're wrestling. You're trying to, not slip on a rock and have Nelson go tumbling off the side of your little stretcher. But you get down to the river and the raft is there and everything went
Raft's
straight.
there.
All right.
Good news.
Is there any further equipment with the rafts?
Paddles and
Or do
stuff,
we have a
right?
list of everything?
Life vests, helmet.
No, it's the 80s, you don't have helmets.
Life
No,
vests,
they're-
though, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some life vests. The oars are stashed nearby, and your water, and some of the heavier stuff is just outside of the rafts, like up in kind of a safe location, maybe 10 feet away.
Let's load it up. Let's load it and Nelson up and get in the raft and
Go.
go.
Sweet.
Will you be able to navigate this?
Yeah. Maps I can do no problem. I mean, I'm better with road maps, from having to,
So we probably should
But rivers are road. I can do it.
prepare ourselves before we get to anything rough.
Yeah. No, I'll keep an eye out and let you know. And so, yeah, I would probably be looking ahead and checking to see. We're not gonna have any weird surprises in the waters ahead in the next couple hours, are we? And just in terms of the current, the rapids.
No.
And I mean,
Navigational concerns.
I would say we go as far as we can. If we don't have to stop, don't stop.
Yeah, no. Fuck that, no. We can get on a boat
We need to get him help.
and shifts if we need to.
And
Chinese
like
boat.
as you're loading him up on the raft, he kind of stirs a little bit.
Still alive? All right. I want to continually to check, make sure he's still alive. Well, these guys just wait to dump
Not
him.
conscious yet, though.
No, he's not conscious.
All right.
I don't want to know what the fuck took you.
You guys imagine he's alive.
You little bitch.
He's the one who brought us out here, god damn it. Alright.
It's like the tour guide that almost let you drown, Paul. You son of a bitch.
Yeah, that
It's your
wasn't
fault.
fun.
So we shove off. Yes?
Shove off, yeah. You're going down. You're going down the river, and it's, you guys are petrified right now because your guide is dying. It's pitch black. You're going along the river. This son of a bitch, Jarrod, is basically leading the way now with the maps and everything.
You call this son of a bitch.
Everyone calls him son of a bitch.
What do we got? Got some goodies.
After a little ways down, you guys hear something along the banks, like moving, and you're trying to focus in the dark and see what it is,
Flashlight.
and then you're hearing that kind of yip, 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 and then the howl of multiple coyotes.
Flashlight it.
Yeah, you see like 6 coyotes.
And they're following us down the river?
They kind of freeze when you shine the flashlight at them,
Yeah.
and they howl
Yeah,
again.
we're humans.
And
Fuck
kinda-
you, coyotes.
Kind of take off back going the other way.
How long have we been on the water?
Hour or two.
They're still.
Okay.
And would we get the sense that this is what attacked?
I don't know. Do you?
Would you? Do you think coyotes would do this?
No.
No, man.
No.
I wouldn't coyotes if we heard. Coyote wouldn't.
Coyotes aren't aggressive in that way
Not
either.
like that. Wolves, maybe. Timberwolves.
I mean, intelligent
Okay.
enough to
A
break
bear.
through a tent. Only brown bears. That's how that documentarian died. You know what guy I'm talking about? Black bears are a lot friendlier than brown bears. Don't hang out with brown bears.
So now it's maybe like 5:30 a.m. Like the sky's just barely starting to lighten up. And you hear just this big splash in the water behind you guys.
Behind us. Turn to look.
Oh, look, you want to make a pull?
Whoa! Well, I guess I'm gonna have to.
Pull a look.
Pull
That's you.
to see what it was. See middle ones.
Yeah, I know. I haven't played an actual good game of Jenga in like a decade.
I don't think I ever have. I think it
Really?
was always just destruction.
I played Jenga all the time as a kid.
It was always just
And you always
destroy.
want to take the middle and leave the two on the outsides if you can make that happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so when the tower falls, it resets.
Mostly. It's not going to be a pristine, beautiful tower, but yeah.
You're likelier to survive if the tower falls. I'm just saying.
Oh wait, what?
You're
She's
likelier.
plotting our death
You're
already.
likelier to survive as your character if someone else
She's plotting our
Drops
death.
the
drops the
tower.
tower.
It's true.
You can also buy the rules.
Well, that's a horror game for you.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You can make a selfless, like, heroic sacrifice and purposely knock over the tower and describe something very good happening.
That's awesome.
That's
that
not
makes
your
sense.
character.
That makes sense.
Absolutely not.
Steve might do that.
No, it's pretty
Steve
cool.
might do
I don't.
that.
Steve might
It
do
reminds
that.
me of was it the Cabin in the Woods, like the most recent remake, right, where the Steve character is gonna ride the motorcycle and jump the and jump the chasm.
God.
Okay.
You've
So
not seen it,
Jarrod,
Paul. You don't like horror movies.
you know,
Even though
maybe
that's
you
not really.
you all
It
kind
turns
of
into one
turn.
pretty good.
Yeah.
But then the
What'd
end.
you
it's
see?
like,
I want to know what you
It's
saw.
ridiculous.
You all turn towards the splash, but Jared's the only one that can kind of end up making it out. And
Making it out. Oh.
he sees this kind of swimming towards you. Not fast enough to like really catch you, but just kind of staying close. This black, it looks black in the dark, but you think it might be like a dark brown with some gray fur and some pointed ears and a long muzzle and green eyes. And when it catches you that you see it, it ducks beneath the water.
It's got like dark fur.
It's like a wolf face?
It's a wolf.
Yeah, he was kind of canine.
The snout.
These green eyes and pointed ears, and it's swimming.
Do you guys see
Like
that
fast,
Michael Jackson music
Pretty
video?
fast, yeah.
fast. Which Michael? Yeah.
Really?
Well,
Yeah.
Steve, you didn't see this.
Oh.
Did you guys see that Michael Jackson? The one that John Landis directed.
Yeah.
It's like definitely gonna get the MTV like best video award this year.
Yeah.
Steve's like, oh shit, a zombie?
So the other thing, the werewolf, right?
Oh.
Like that Jack Nicholson movie.
What flew over the cuckoo's nest? The
yeah,
big
yeah,
idiot?
yeah. No, Batman.
Oh, wait, The Shining?
Where's the Joker? Oh god.
You
Okay.
guys remember Teen Wolf?
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's the one. That's the one. That's the
Man.
one.
Does he play basketball too?
Okay. So yeah, I will. Yeah, obviously I have to let them know what the fuck. What the fuck is that? Well, dude, that. It just went. I'm underneath the waves. Fucking some sort of like hairy, crazy werewolf monster. It's fucking bullshit. I saw you, motherfucker. It's out there.
Wait. You saw.
I'm gonna grab an oar and just start like smacking the waves like the rabbits behind the boat. Just like,
Alright.
fuck you.
Are we actually paddling or coasting?
Well, you're mostly coasting, but you do have to paddle to not
This
hit
is
the
a hilarious
side.
question. Given
And
this
yeah,
one.
at this point,
You might need to paddle
now
faster.
it's like you're drifting a little bit like sideways and all screwed up
And
because
tip the
one
boat.
of the people that was supposed to be steering was just like.
Yeah, I'm like smacking for wherever I think that thing went. That's fucking nasty. I'm scared.
So
We should paddle faster.
A wolf is chasing us
A
in the
wolf
water.
like
It's like
creature?
it swims like a goddamn dolphin. I don't know what. I don't
It's
know
a
what
wolf.
this is. It has
It's a
bright,
rare-
glowing green eyes.
Oh, I saw those
What?
before we got in the boat.
What do you mean before? What? Where?
Above us, it was like almost watching us.
Before we got on the boat? That was hours ago.
Yeah, I know. That's why we got in the boat and left.
Where were the eyes? How far away were they?
Oh, I don't know. It was way above us.
How the hell could it be like still be following us?
That
What
doesn't
wolf
make
would
sense.
like tracked us this far downriver?
Wolf goes underwater.
What is going on here, man? This is bullshit.
That doesn't make sense.
Where's that flashlight? we got the flashlight. Get a flare. Get a flare. You might need a flare. You need to like
Jared,
burn it and kill it.
Okay, you don't. The sun comes up, and you don't see anything else.
Was it a full moon?
But it never like gets
it
out of
was.
the water.
It was a full moon?
Yeah.
It never gets out of the water on either side or anything like that.
Not that you saw.
How's Nelson?
Fuck, we need to get rid of Nelson.
Blood.
Nelson,
Blood
Nelson
is
is groaning every once in a while.
Yeah, because he's changing.
We should probably give him some water.
just toss
No.
that fucking boat.
Oh yeah, a lot of water.
How is this role reversal happening?
You just said it. You saw Thriller, right?
Yeah.
If you, I mean, is it possible?
Wait, so you're saying that Nelson
Could be a-
meeting is luring him? That we need to throw.
No.
You
No.
want to say?
No,
He's
Nelson's
turning.
gonna turn into whatever you saw. You saw the movie, right? I mean,
Suddenly it dawns on Jared the implications of the fact that if Nelson got attacked by a werewolf, he will also be a werewolf. Oh shit. Fuck.
how?
Oh fuck yeah, but he's fucking like.
I don't. I don't know.
Should have left him at the camp. Steve, this is your fault.
I watched too many movies.
Eleanor and I wanted to leave his ass back at the campsite.
Well, if he's a werewolf, we should have. But I thought he was still a person.
So what do you want to do? Do we kill him?
We wait, and if he
Wow.
even throws a fang, we throw him overboard.
What's that gonna do? Motherfucker can swim like it ain't nothing.
At least he's not with us.
If he turns, we'd have to kill him.
Yes.
How do you kill a werewolf?
Yep.
What?
A dagger to the heart is how you kill a werewolf. Sorry.
No.
Yes. And lore, and lore.
English major. What else have you read about werewolves killing?
That's not how they do it in the movies.
Should the dagger be made of any particular substance?
Movies is silver, I thought.
Yeah. Silver dagger to the heart, or anything to the heart.
No, we don't.
We can take it. We cut his head off. We have a hatchet.
That would
can
do
cut
it.
his head off, too.
That would work. I've seen that in the movies.
Beheading always works.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what you're killing.
Yeah.
Take his head off. You're pretty good. Unless it's
all right. Who
who
wants
phone
to?
case that thing.
Who wants to watch Nelson?
No.
Someone needs to watch Nelson.
Absolutely
Someone needs to
not.
watch out for whatever's chasing us, and then someone needs to steer us. I'll watch Nelson. I put him on the boat. If he turns, I'll cut his head off.
Deal. I'm steering the boat.
You watch for whatever's
I'm
chasing
just, yeah.
us. But let's paddle.
Let's paddle.